lot of my imaginary audience has been complaining from like my first video that although it was very loud and poorly edited, which is like the entire point of the video, it also lacked some spirit and energy behind it. And I agree, this is what you're going to get. So, while we're on this topic, let's talk about energy levels, which this video is supposed to be about. So, energy is like basically the currency we use to like complete our day-to-day work, and it's just about like maintaining stuff, maintaining our activity levels, maintaining our responsibilities, and whatever we're blessed with or endowed with, whatever you want to call it. And there's just balance between it being consumed, expenditures, and the energy that you create by a lot of different phenomena. It's mental energy, it's physical energy, and the net balance is usually, for most people, like I'm gonna say most people, it's like you just barely get through the day, which is fine, which is absolutely great. Sustaining energy levels is great. So, and for some people, if you're lucky enough, and anybody can achieve that, and that's a positive balance. You get surplus energy, then you actually use up, and you can use that to do even more stuff. Yeah, either you take up another new activity, or you take up another new activity, and you can use that energy to do even more. And the more you do, the more you learn, and the more you feel either good or bad about yourself. Although, like, I'm emphatic about having a positive balance, and how it's like maybe like suggesting that it's superior to like having a normal balance. But sometimes there are days that you're expending and you're creating energy, and sometimes just having a net zero balance is just good enough. If you're just getting through the day and the routine is just working out, and you're getting all of your work done, and you're neither too tired or neither like too restless. So I think that's fine as well. So the question is like, how do you like create these levels, or how do you maintain these levels? Like, do they even exist or not? They definitely do. You have your physical energy, you have your emotional energy, and you have your mental energy. There's so many types of energies that I can't even list them. I don't even know if I know all of them. First and foremost is your like physical energy. Like, yeah, you're taking a good diet or not, you're getting enough food in, and like you're able to get out of bed, get out of your sofa, whatever you want to call it. And you should be like not having a surplus, or definitely not having an extreme deficit. You should be eating well, and if you can help it, you should be eating good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean stuff that don't hurt you in the long run. And it's a multifaceted topic, it's a really long topic, but in short, I would say like, don't overdo caffeine. People like to do overdo caffeine, like it gives them energy which is actually not present, and it's just quick and fast. It's like a shortcut. You shouldn't take shortcuts. You should like develop a habit. A habit goes a long way than a quick fix, right? So having a good diet also incorporates like eating foods that your body takes a lot of time to process, digest, and it's not just like a burst of energy for a short while, and after that you feel empty, and you don't know where your next meal is gonna come from. So in that respect, I say taking a lot of protein rich foods, maybe just mix it up. And it doesn't need to be like hard and fast, it doesn't need to be strict, but it should be like a bag of flavors, like mixture of things. I'm recording without my fan. This is going really well. Next types of energies. Next types of energies are energies that are like constantly you are like in exposure of, like, of course you are something, you're chemical in this world that's constantly in interaction with its environment, with its surroundings. So that's gonna alter some part of you as well. So there are like there's the weather. Say it's really hot these days, so that's a factor. You know, if you're not taking enough water or electrolytes, you can feel really tired really fast. And in other aspects, you can see your interpersonal relationships. You can talk about whether your circumstances, if you're in a job, or like if you're like household routine is really hectic, how that affects your energy levels. Those are things that you can like factor in as well. A lot of people have like different ways to like commute to their jobs, or like wherever they like are working or studying. And that's also, you know, that also takes a better part of you. It takes whether you like you're going through a long route or you're using public transport. I think that's a big factor. There are also like personal daily rituals you need to do, and some people like just don't take breakfast, which is like completely absurd. You need your most important meal of the day, and you should definitely take breakfast, or some sort of a pick me up, and start your day in a manner that is gonna be long standing. And daily rituals just doesn't only just revolve around meals. There's like personal hygiene, there's like meditation even, or people who do morning exercise routines, they feel more energetic than people who do not. So there's definitely that is also related, I think. Fifth, also the um, role of circumstances, elaborating on that, like how your job is, what your nature of your work is, nature of your working environment or studying environment is, your friends, your family, how they interact with you. And that also like alters a lot of energy levels. Now I can help you or suggest ways that you can maybe refresh or like reservice your energy producing machinery, or or this is a message to future me who is going to be like out of everything, help you create a new one entirely, right? So let's start with talking about creating new energy. Now the first law of thermodynamics, science, I'm talking about pseudoscience, but this is actual science, which says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, rather it transforms from one form of it to another, right? So we can apply this in some creative way, if you're tired of work, so let's just talk about physical fatigue, because essentially energy is what we spend, right? So if we're out of it, if we've lost it, yeah, we need new one. Obviously it's not there anymore, right? So creating new ones. So supposedly you're lacking physical energy, right? And it doesn't need to be like food related. It doesn't need to be related to not eating well or anything. It's just like that drive that moves you towards doing more work or doing more productive things. It just stops. You have a mental block and you don't understand that how to like go on to the next step or go forward. And you're just like thinking like there's obstacle 1, obstacle 2 over here, and I just don't know a way around them. So these are moments where you should like take some time off. Tell the troops to retreat and regroup. And there's no need to like overanalyze things. You just need a fresh start, and fresh start can only begin after you take a prolonged time off. So in such situation, I would suggest like do something physically active. Like you can go for a walk. You can, if you're like not up for it, or you don't have any time. A lot of people have like time constraints, so you can like opt for stretching. You can stretch, you can do yoga, pilates, and you just need to move around, right? Look outside your window, open Google, and look at pictures of nature. Even like do something that's not work anymore. Like just put that stuff aside for a little while and focus on something. It just doesn't need to be work anymore. During the time that you're distracted by other things, you'll even like get realizations, or like our mind is like really, it has a lot of space to process and analyze things, and maybe you'll even receive some sort of analysis or an understanding about something that you were like really fixed on. This guy outside who's honking his horn, he's obviously really frustrated, and he needs to do these things because he just tried to ruin this really good informative video. Sometimes you're sitting and doing work and you're like, yeah, I'm not moving towards some direction, even though you are actually. And you're working and you're writing and you're completing assignments, you are moving towards some direction, right? But because you're just sitting and you're just doing stuff, it doesn't feel as kinetic as it's supposed to. So these breaks in between, in which you like move around and like incorporate physical activity, they actually serve as some sort of synergistic effect that you are actually progressing forward, and that helps. Let's talk briefly about mental stresses as well now. So obviously you're just not feeling it, and you're tired, right? And like your body is fine, like you can go sprint 100 meters, and you have a lot of physical energy to do work, but there's not enough going on up here. Like you can't think properly. You often find it hard to sleep. Your sleep cycle is disturbed or like ruined, or you sleep too much, but you still feel tired mentally. So in such scenarios, I think what we often need is a clarity of our thoughts. Our thoughts are like too jumbled or unorganized, and we just need to like gain clarity of that. There are things in our subconscious that haven't like gotten their resolution, so you just need to like take your time and think them through. Obviously you can only solve this by thinking, and I think meditation, even walking, helps in getting that clarity. But the best way, I think, is to write your thoughts down, and whatever you're thinking of, just write your mind off into that piece of writing. And you can either just look at it or like dispose it. Both help. I think personally, reading those things often helps more, and I can even write more, or like I just put 2 plus 2 together and it makes sense. I do the math, right? So writing helps a lot, and as I suggested, meditation is also a good tool. So you can definitely try that if mental stress is your energy sapping constraint. Now I'm going to talk about something really controversial, which is emotional fatigue or emotional energy. I think personally it's a game of neurotransmitters and hormones. So taking taking a break completely and resetting them would be the best idea for that. If you're feeling too much or feeling too less than you're supposed to, then you just need to reset and completely like try isolating yourself for a little while and not feel anything. Or if you're feeling too less, then you can go in the company of people who appreciate you, love you, and acknowledge you, have a talk with someone. Talking helps. And when there is an excess or like too much suppression of something, you should go for the opposite. And that's the idea of my channel as well, because I think people who face too much negativity to the level that becomes toxic, you need to fight back with something which is completely opposite to it. And in the levels of toxic as well, fight fire with fire. So hope you like this way of thinking. It's not legit, it's just suggestions. It's not scientifically proven, it's not research proven. It's just a guy talking to himself in the future, and hopefully these videos help that guy, right? So have a great day and hope this video helps.